everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Everyday Whiskey. I'm Dan.
And I'm Mike.
And this week we are doing the bottom of the barrel. You might see there's no whiskey in front of us. That's because neither of us really know what each other brought to the episode this week. So, the criteria to meet for this episode, it had to be less than $15 a barrel, $15 a bottle, and it had to be from the U.S. of some sort. So it had to be cheap bourbon from the U.S.
It might actually be a $15 barrel.
Bourbon only comes from the U.S., so that kind of narrows things up.
Yeah.
But all right, without further ado, I brought Heaven Hill's Old Style Bourbon, which is their black label. They have a white, a black, and a green.
Yep.
This is the black, so it's a step up from the white. This is $12 a bottle.
Hell yeah, that's good shit.
That's some good shit. What did Mike bring this week?
And I've got, which we may or may not have had, Old Crow.
Definitely hasn't been on the show before.
No, I don't think this has been on the show before, so we just kind of acquired this.
Yeah, so...
We actually have a few cheap bottles, believe it or not.
More than a few.
Two of us.
Pretty much.
Got
a couple.
And a lot of times, we're not going to, I don't want to spoil anything, but a lot of times it's just, we hear through the grapevine that, hey, this bottle, not so bad. Give it a shot.
It drinks well for $15, which is, so.
That's what we determined with the other Heaven, the
Evan Williams BIB. Evan Williams BIB. So,
that was good.
This is a Heaven Hill product as well. Evan Williams, also a Heaven Hill product.
Yep.
The Old Crow is a Jim Beam. Yeah, Jim Beam product. The Old Crow is said to be one of the best cheap everyday bourbons.
Yeah. It's really funny how this is a Heaven Hill and this is a Jim Beam, but this kind of looks more like a Jim Beam bottle.
So
but then again, Heaven Hill, actually, their bottles are pretty consistent.
Decent close-ups here.
Yeah.
Come on, focus, focus, focus. There we go.
Perfect.
All right.
And we've got the Old Crow.
All right, really, labels are not...
They're not anything to really
nothing
write home about. Yeah.
So, let's do the fresh crack first.
Okay.
So we got fresh crack on the Heaven Hill Old Style. I've never had this. Mike's never had this.
No.
We've both had the Old Crow. We both had the Old Crow before.
Why you do that?
Why you do that? Stop that. It's unbalanced.
All right, now we.
Lazy Susan's being a little too proactive for our liking. Okay.
All right. 20 regular cash. Thanks, bud. There you go.
There we go. All right.
Okay.
First impressions.
Very
super bright.
Caramelly nose.
Caramel, but like really bright. Like kind of like citrusy bright.
Not bad at all.
Then a little caramel. I get a little like light tinge of wood in the back end of the nose.
Yeah, there's some oak on there.
These are cheap, so they're not gonna be crazy developed. This is charcoal filtered. Now that I don't know anything about this bottle, so it's charcoal filtered, which technically and typically in charcoal filtering, that's usually Tennessee whiskey's charcoal filtered. But
36 months age.
Yeah, so it's 3-year-old Kentucky bourbon, charcoal filtered to remove any impurities, fatty acids, whatever you want to call it. Interesting, to say the least. All right, let's try this.
Speaking of fatty acids, you get any oils on there?
Oh, yeah.
Not really. Actually,
a little bit.
I think so.
Nothing crazy.
Yeah, there's legs. They are legs.
This tastes like fucking grass. This tastes like dirt.
Oh my god, yeah.
This dude, if you just took a bite out of my lawn, this is what that tastes like. I kind of like it.
I was gonna say, we're saying it tastes like dirt, but not bad.
I don't know if it's a good. I don't know if I like it because it's familiar or if I like it because it tastes good. But I like it.
If you go to being that it's fall time, you go to like a farm and just the smell of fresh hay, grass, dirt, that's what it tastes like, and I actually like it.
Dude, this thing literally tastes like fresh grass.
That's really interesting.
Why? Why do you taste like this?
But it's not bad.
All right, this is what the back. I always have to do.
It is really smooth.
Story time with Squid. Heaven Hill Old Style Bourbon is unexcelled in quality, resulting from unwavering adherence to a time-honored formula. The finest ingredients, limestone water, master craftsmanship, and patient aging of 30. It's not very patient. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I mean, you were like a toddler with a chicken McNugget in front of him. Like you were not patient. Also, why it's probably cheap is it's only aged 36 months. Indistinctive character. Where are we at Kentucky? Bottled at Heaven Hill Distillery in Bardstown, Kentucky. Okay. Yeah.
Hold on, we got more. We got story time part 2.
Wait, all right, you go outside. Go outside.
Made in Bardstown, Kentucky, the heart of bourbon country, Heaven Hill Old Style Bourbon is named for the spring that ran through the distillery grounds. This spring originally provided the pure limestone water used to produce the fine bourbon. Today, Heaven Hill Old Style Bourbon continues its legacy as a fine Kentucky bourbon. This is honestly a fine Kentucky bourbon.
Oh wait, story time part 3. There's more on the side.
Oh, there's more.
All right, mellow, smooth charcoal filter.
Oh, this might be the one we're looking for.
All right, established shortly after Prohibition, Heaven Hill Old Style Bourbon is a genuine sour mash whiskey.
Okay.
All right, so if they're calling it a sour mash whiskey.
So like Jack Daniels.
Yeah, exactly. So you can charcoal filter this. You can charcoal filter bourbon too. Like you can
Yeah,
still call it bourbon. It doesn't matter.
It'd be that way.
It is produced using a time-proven method by 6th and 7th generation master distillers, whose craft has been passed on from generation to generation. Charcoal filtered just prior to bottling, this bourbon is known for its smooth yet mild and mellow flavor. It is mild.
It's
it
mild,
is
it's
mellow.
mellow.
That's
And it's smooth.
it's
I mean,
super vague but pretty accurate. If you like herbal eucalyptus-y style bourbons,
eucalyptus. That's it.
this is definitely like for like $12. Holy fucking shit, dude! Like seriously,
This is something like you could sit down there. You could get a bunch of buddies and just sit there all night and probably kill this bottle and not. even know.
easy. It's got this nice little sweetness at the back end too.
I mean, you'll know it because you'll probably be drunk off your ass. But like,
Yeah.
as far as it's just gonna go down like water.
All right, so we got another one. The original sour mash Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey, James Crow.
And this is also 3-year-old. So that's kind of cool. They're both 3 years.
I feel like we had the old Crow. Oh, that's a lot. Fuck.
I don't know why what we've had it with.
I don't remember when we did it. Like, if we find it in like our log somewhere, we'll put the old episode in here. Like, maybe we used it for another budget episode, but I don't think we did.
I'm pretty sure we did.
Maybe it was like, oh, you know what? Maybe it was
Maybe
like
the
a
Jim
live.
Beam episode.
Maybe a Jimmy episode. Okay, well, here, story time again. Story time again. Well, Crow, the original sour mash, just said that. When Dr. James Crow invented the sour mash process in 1835, we used it on the sour mash episode.
Yeah.
For sure. Because this is why. We used it on the sour mash episode, which that episode did terrible. Because you guys did not want to hear about lactobacillus and what that does for a whiskey still.
Which you're going to hear about it again.
No, I'm not doing it again. But literally, it's the reason you guys were able to drink small batch whiskey.
Yeah.
He revolutionized Kentucky bourbon making. In fact, Old Crow bourbon was the first bourbon to begin using this process. Today, the sour mash process has become a standard in the bourbon industry. All right, so I'm not. And this is also age 36 months. So that's a really nice.
So these are actually, before we get into this, these are very, very comparable.
Very comparable.
They're both age 36 months. They're both sour mash. Are they both charcoal filtered?
No, this is not charcoal filter.
Okay, so this
Jim
is
Beam does not charcoal filter.
charcoal,
Check
non-charcoal.
it. Where's the fucking Jimmy Well?
Down there, all the way.
Oh
down.
yeah, it says 225. Holy shit. I had some lady today in the store. She says, "I want the Jim Beam that says 225 on it."
So just Jim Beam White?
I don't know. Either way.
Whatever. People are weird.
But yeah, both age 36 months. The nose is very different.
Very, 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 very different.
Way sweeter.
Yep.
I get like,
I do get a nice oak on the back.
I get
end
more
now.
oak. I get more oak on
A
this.
lot more oak on this nose. So this smells more like a
I get
traditional
cinnamon
bourbon.
though. I get cinnamon on this.
Definitely
Or maybe
smells
cloves?
more traditional.
More traditional at the back.
Okay, now this drinks more like a cheaper bottle.
This is the cheaper bottle. It doesn't burn. It's
No.
got that musty flavor though. It's got like that barnyard flavor.
It lingers too. It stays on
lingers.
your tongue. It's like pencil sharpened, like pencil shaped.
Yeah, so this is kind of crazy how these are both age 36 months.
I don't like that.
They're both made in the same state.
Yeah.
Same water, essentially. They're not pulling from the same spot, but it's both limestone water. So this is just a different in process.
I wonder if maybe the charcoal filter
I really think the
makes
charcoal
that much of a
strips some
difference.
stuff out of it. I really don't.
This stays on your tongue. Like I can still taste it. This has a nice clean finish. This shit lingers.
I really don't, but I like this though. That's my whole thing.
Because it's a little more like true to nature with bourbon. Like
This is more-
oaky.
true and true bourbon to me.
Yeah, oaky, just, not super sweet, not super
We haven't
spicy.
done in a while. We haven't used Glen Cairns on the show, so we haven't done the.
Oh, yeah.
There it is.
The ding.
I think you're right though. It's definitely got.
it stays on your tongue, man. Like, you can feel it and taste it for quite a long time.
Like,
ooh, there's a little burn.
a little burn. This
Little
one had a
bit
kick to
bigger
it.
sippy
This one had a
take.
kick to it too. Yeah, if you take a shot, it's gonna burn no matter what. But we're sipping, and it's fine. It's like they're all right. So for $15 and under for both of them, super palatable, super
They
palatable.
are for $15. I'm not going to say they're horrible by any means.
I would stock either of these at my bar every day.
But what I will say, that residual aftertaste and that feeling on your tongue is basically fresh number 2 Ticonderoga pencil sharpener shavings. That's what it tastes like on your tongue.
All right, I just got kicked.
Now wait for the number 2 pencil shavings to kick in, because
I took too much. I'm choking on it right now, so we're good.
That's kind of what I get on that back end, and you
It's
know
very
what?
very woody.
Not only does the taste, but like
Howdy.
it makes your tongue feel like it feels like it's still on my tongue. Like
It's like for me, it's not my tongue. It feels like it's in the back of my throat, and it's like
well,
stuck.
you just did a really big one.
Yeah, it's like stuck to my back
but
of
my
my throat.
tongue is like going numb.
Yeah, this is cheaper than this. Like, this is going to be, like, at the $15 mark.
Yeah.
More or less. This is at, like, $12, $12, $13.
I gotta give it to Heaven Hill, man.
I really enjoyed the Heaven Hill.
Yeah.
More so than I should have.
No $100 band, though.
No, it's not bottle and
I know.
bond. It's not bottle and bond. Yeah, no, 80 proof. Both are 80 proof.
I can't get this off my tongue.
Both are 80 proof, so 40% alcohol by
Like, I
volume.
feel like there's something on my tongue.
Like I said, I think these are for two different drinkers, depending on what you like. This is way eucalyptus and earth, where this is more like cinnamon, brown sugar, caramel, true bourbon with a big wood note and a lot of
Yeah, actually,
a lot of
you know
fatty
what?
acids.
I don't even know if I want to say oak as much as like you said, just wood. Like it's
Yeah.
very woody.
I feel like they just threw like wood chips or staves.
Well, that's why I keep saying pencil sharpener shavings.
Yeah,
Like,
I think that he said pencil shavings, and I think the smell of pencil shavings is what I'm tasting.
yeah,
Which
like,
everybody knows, your olfactory senses are linked to your taste buds, so I
They
don't
are
want to hear any shit about
very
that.
closely linked. For anyone who doesn't believe that, I don't know what to tell you. But
Just
it's
drink
true.
bourbon, because trust me, you'll have tasted wood somehow.
Trust me, you're not crazy if you can taste smells.
Listen,
That is
man,
a
I am
thing.
seeing colors right now.
Now that's
and,
crazy.
and I'm picking the Heaven Hill.
Yeah, no, I am too. I really
Yeah.
like that. I want to do another one because like
Yeah.
it was.
Let me get a little another bump.
Let's try.
Let me get a
I
bump.
want to make sure I'm
Yeah, we get clear of the old crow. All right, we gotta pull the old crow off. All right.
good.
So the bottom of the barrel champion today is Heaven Hill Old Style Bourbon.
Like now we're getting more into it, so I want to make sure it's not like a neck pour.
I'm like really digging this.
No, that's so good.
I'm really
That's honestly really friggin' good.
I would feel like the Punisher should switch from Wild Turkey to Heaven Hill Old Style because he'll save some money.
Yeah,
I don't think he's getting paid.
that's just really good.
I just watched Hot Ones and John Bernthal was on it. That's what's on my mind.
Shout out Hot Ones.
Oh, not sponsored by Heaven Hill or Old Crow or Jim
Hot
Beam
Ones.
or Hot Ones or Bellmead.
You're good bands. You hit the nail on the head when you first said it. Fresh cut grass. Like,
Yeah,
that's really
dude,
what
seriously,
it is. That's
very vegetative.
It's fresh cut grass.
Big fan here. If you guys have any suggestions for other cheap
Champion.
bourbons that you think are better than these, please comment them below. Also, 3 other things you should do. Please share the video with all your friends and family.
Yep.
Please subscribe to our channel, Everyday Whiskey. Subscribe to all of our social medias, also Everyday Whiskey, except for Instagram, which is Everyday Whiskey 1.
Yeah, bastards.
Bastards.
Everyday whiskey everyday underscore whiskey
1. And also, please like the video. Helps with the algorithm and lets us know that you like what we're doing, and we're going to keep doing that.
Yes.
So, yeah. Everybody have a good week. Cheers. Drink responsibly. Drink safe.
Have a good one.